All right, coming up on this week's episode, Chicago teeing off a new pope plus a new viral song as the start of a new holy war. Stay tuned. All right. Week 2, episode 2. Lots to talk about. Big show. And it's all about Chicago. Chicago's in the news for all the right reasons. First, American Pope. Obviously, he's who he said. He was born in Chicago. Out, but he spent most of his life in Chicago. But people were making a big deal out of it because there's this video going around. He was at the World Series a while back. And I think it's pretty cool. I'm really Catholic, become American. So we were talking last week about how it might be the end of the world if somebody from Italy named Peter became Pope. That didn't happen. So good news on that. I'm excited about this Pope. They're calling this guy woke, probably because he wants infinity immigrants. But when Trump posts a picture of himself as Pope, you kind of knew they'd have something to say about it. My friend texted me, finally, deep dish pizza will make its way to Italy. Italy isn't just the seat of the Roman Catholic Church, it's also the global capital of pizza. So, pretty cool. What's not cool is getting an American Pope before GTA 6. And imagine if there was a betting website, these prediction markets. And you said, where would I get first? An American Pope or GTA 6? I would have put all my money on GTA 6. GTA 6, of course, not coming out until next year, so a little bad news in this week's episode. Rockstar dropped that on us in the last 7 days. But regardless, super excited for this American Pope. Obviously, America needs all the help we can get. But I think the real story here is what he said in his first speech. I thought it was so cool. Guy goes out of his way. Listen to this. He says, Christians are God's chosen people. Christians are God's chosen people. Have you heard this? I've been hearing something else. Ever since October 2023, I've been hearing a lot about how somebody besides Christians are God's chosen people. So, shots fired. I mean, I don't know if that was because Netanyahu didn't make it to Pope Francis's funeral, or if he took 3 days to express his condolences, but boy, rabbis all over Twitter are up in arms hearing that Christians and not are God's chosen. I thought that was awesome. Also in the news, there's a new song going around from a Chicago rapper. I can't say its name. You can guess who it is. I can't say the name of the song. You can guess what it is. It's really catchy. I heard it and I thought, oh brother, this guy. He's totally lost it. Then I heard the song. I gotta tell you, it's really catchy. But I'm driving around in my V8 Mercedes with the soundproof windows and nobody can hear the lyrics of the songs I'm playing. I've got it cranked all the way up. Okay, I'm humming it right now. Okay, it's truly the best. And these things happening at the same time. Christians are God's chosen. New viral rap song that's been on almost every platform but Twitter. Is this the beginning of a new holy war? Are we seeing dawn of a new age, a split between this supposed brotherhood between the Old and the New Testament? Are we going to see major conflict? Are we going to see a false flag? I don't know. There's wars popping up all over the place. India, Pakistan, have you seen this? People said, Nick, why don't you support India in this conflict? Look, though Pakistani ever called my grandparents pretended to be Microsoft, tried to get them to buy gift cards. Never happened. So I have a dog in this fight. I hope Pakistan likes him out. And they're all coming here. Pakistanis are streaming in. If Pakistan doesn't defeat India, America is going to be overrun with the H-1B visa program. So there's a lot of layers to it. It's not as simple as I think a lot of people would have you believe. For a lot of people, it's as simple as Muslims bad, therefore, that are root against Pakistan. I don't know. I don't know anyone. They used to play a lot of COD. They have all these storylines where wars pop off. They called in Ukraine. They said Ukraine's going to be a hot spot, and look, there's a war in Ukraine. They called it with Israel and Iran. Nobody thought India and Pakistan would be on the verge of nuclear war. Nobody called that. It's obviously be more peace. What war stuff would be good for anybody? But crazy times we're living in. Thank God for Chicago. You know, Chicago sounds a lot like Catholic a little bit. Catholic has 2 C's. Chicago has 2 C's. Catholic has an A. Chicago has an A. Catholic has an H. Chicago has an A. Chicago has an O. Chicago has an O. So is there any to that? I don't know. I thought that was interesting. When it comes to the conflict with India and Pakistan, you know, I wish they were just throwing curry and Baba Ganoush at each other. Unfortunately, they both had nuclear weapons. It's funny how people stop telling you how to act once you get nukes. That's probably what Iran's doing. Iran's probably like, okay, if we just had it, people would chill. They wouldn't mess with us all the time. That's my hope. I hope they're not going to use it, you know. But it's just, I mean, India, right? Pakistan is like a crazy radical country. They were holding Osama bin Laden for 20 years, and we don't say a word to him. We don't say anything to Pakistan because they've had nukes. Pakistan, you were holding this terrorist. What's the deal? Pakistan says, shut up. We had nukes. You can't touch us. Now, like, we can't touch them. That are going to Afghanistan. They don't have nukes. We'll go over there. We'll protect the poppy plants. Anyway, that's all for this week's episode, guys. Tune in next week where we'll review the news, make some jokes, have some fun. Also, I got some game exchange coming up, and I'm going to be taking your calls. So, like, subscribe, share, tell everybody. And I'll have some of the boys all from Todd to Con, Chris, Alex, Nick. They're all coming in. It's going to be great. So, see you next time.